बोली श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। बोली श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Jai Jai Sitaram. Cordial welcome to everyone joining with us here at the Mandir, as well as those joining online this morning as we engage in our Sunday morning devotion. At this time, as we prepare to begin, I ask that we all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads, we focus our minds at the feet of Shri Krishna Bhagwan as we do our opening prarthana. Hare Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Guru Charan Kamal Bhyo Namaha. Om Bhadram Karnibhi Shrinuyam Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatra Sthirairangai Stushtuvan Sastanobhir Vyashemahi Devahitam Yadayu. Om Swasti Na Indro Bridashravaha Swasti Na Pushaha Vishwavedaha Swasti Na Starakshurishtanemi Swasti no Brihaspati Dadhatu. Om Paya Prithvyam Payaushadeshu Paya Divyantarikshe Payoda Payaswati Pradishah Santu Mahyam. Om Vishnu Ratamasi Vishnu Snaptrestyo Vishnu Syudasi Vishnu Dhruvodasi Vaishnavamasi Vishnavetva. Om Agnir Devata Vato Devata Suryo Devata Chandra Devata Vasuvo Devata Rudro Devata Dityo Devata Maruto Devata Vishvideva Devata Brihaspati Devata Indro Devata Varuno Devata. Om Dhyo Shanti Antarikshagam Shanti Prithvihi Shanti Apah Shanti Oshadaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishvideva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagam Shanti Shanti Deva Shanti Samah Shanti Ridhi. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tannasuva. Om Gananam Tva Ganapati Gum Havamahi Priyanam Tva Ganapati Gum Havamahi Nidhinam Tva Nidhipati Gum Havamahi Basu Mam Aham Jani Garbadhama Tvam Jasi Garbadham. Those who are participating in puja, you chant your Rashi names in your mind. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Om Vishnur Vishnur Vishnu Namaha Paramatmane Shri Puran Purushottam Adya Shri Brahmano Nidvitya Paradhe Shri Shweta Varaha Kalpe Vaivasvat Manvantare Ashtavinashati Tame Kalyuge Kali Prathama Charane Bhuloke Jambudvipe Kanida Varshis Kabro Grami Baudhavatare Shubhamase Shubhapakshi Shubhatithi Amukha Namasya Mukha Gotram Namham Daihika Daivika Bhautika Taptraya Iti Shri Pach Mahadevata Shri Krishna Bhagavan Shri Agni Devata Pujanam Shankalpam Aham Karishye. Offer your flower. We now do Pavitra, purifications. Sprinkle the water around the altar area 3 times. Om Apavitraha Pavitro Sarvavasthangato Apiva Yasmarit Pundare Kaksham Sabahyabhyantaram Suchi. Om Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. We bow to our altar 3 times, envisioning that we are bowing to Mother Earth. Om Kshama Parasparsham Kshama Paratpare Ram Krishna Dikanantvam Mata Pritave Namastute. We bow to the ground, we take our seats. Om Pritave Tvaya Drita Loka Devi Tvam Vishnuna Drita Tvam Chadharyamam Nityam Pavitram Kuru Cha Asanam Iti hi Asanam Samarpayam. Prem se asan lijiye, we can all have our seats. We now prepare ourselves for invocation of our various devtas and devis. This morning our service is being sponsored by Uncle Sahadev. So all offerings will be made on his behalf, asking choices, grace and blessings of Bhagwan to be upon him and his family. So at this time, if you have flowers, please take a flower. We contemplate, meditate upon Lord Ganesha as we seek his presence and blessings. Hari Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvara. Om Vigneshwaraya Varadaya Surapriyaya Lambodharaya Sakalaya Jagadhitaya Nagananaya Shruti Yagya Vibhushitaya Gauri Sutaya Gananata Namo Namaste. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Boliye Shri Gajanan Swami ki Jai. We now focus our minds upon Devi Mata, Adi Shakti Durga Mata. Om Sarva Mangal Mangalye Shive Sarvarth Sadhike Sharanye Trayambike Gauri Narayani Namostute. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Boli Shri Adi Shakti Durga Mata ki Jai. We focus our minds now upon Shiv Shankar Bhagwan. Om Tat Purushaya Vidamahe Mahadevaya Dhimahe Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Kar Charana Kritam Va Kayajam Karmajam Va Shravananayanajam Va Manasam Vaparadham Vihitam Vihitam Va Sarvame Tatshamasva. Jai Jai Karunabhi Shri Mahadeva Shambho. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. बोलो महापति महादेव की जय। We meditate, contemplate upon Surya Narayana Swami, the planet sun. Om Bhaskaraaya Vidamahe Devakaraaya Dhimahe Tanna Surya Prachodayat. Adideva Namastubhyam Prasida Mam Bhaskara Divakar Namastubhyam Prabhakar Namostute. Om Suryaya Namah Om Suryaya Namah Om Suryaya Namah. Boli Shri Surya Narayana Swami ki Jai. We now meditate upon Mahavishnu Bhagavan in his last major incarnation in the form of Shri Krishna. Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Rodra Marutah Stunvante Divyaistave Vedai Sangha Parakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samega Dhyanavashtata Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Navido Suragana Devaya Tashmai Namaha. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Shri Govindaye Namo Namaha. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanur Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. We now engage in making offerings to Shri Krishna. Firstly, we'll offer water unto him. Hari Om Narayanam Namaste Astu Narakarnavatarakam Padyam Grihan Devesh Trailokyam Timirapaham. Shri Krishna Bhagavan Argyam Padyam Snanam Samarpayam. We offer Chandan to Shri Krishna. Om Shri Khanda Chandanang Divyam Gandhadhyo Sumanoharam Vilepanam Surshreshtam Chandanang Prati Grihyatam. Shri Krishna Bhagavan Chandanang Samarpayami. We offer flower to Shri Krishna. Om Malakadi Sugandheni Malyatadi Nivai Prabhu Mai Hritani Pujartam Pushpani Prati Grihyatam. Shri Krishna Bhagavan Pushpam Samarpayami. We offer Gandha essence. Om Gandham Grihan Devesh Deva Deva Dayanidhi Tvameva Jagatam Anatistva Tvameva Jagatam Prabhu. Shri Krishna Bhagavan Gandham samarpayami. We offer deep light arti. Om sajang chavarti sanyuktam vahninā yojitam maya dīpam grihan deveshu trailokyam timirāpaham. Boli Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. If you prepared Naivedya, please hold it in your hands at this time. Firstly, passing the water around it 3 times. Om Mandakinyastu Yadavari Sarva Papa Haram Shubham Taridam Kalapitam Devam Samyagya Achmanyatvam Tvaya. We all pray now in our own words to Shri Krishna Bhagavan as we offer this Naivedya. We humbly ask you, Prabhu, to accept it and to shower your choices, grace and blessings upon us all. Harihi Om Gritpakvam Havishyanam Payasam cha Sasharkara Nanavidham cha Naivedyam Shri Krishna Bhagavan Naivedyam Samarpayam Tvadyam Vastu Govindam Tubhyameva Samarprayet Grihan Samukta Bhuktava Prasida Purushottamam. Boli Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Touch your prasad by your mukti. Touch to your heads. Repeat Shri Krishna Arpanam. If you have flower, tulsi leaf, you can offer it at the feet of Shri Krishna whilst chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We now offer water to Shri Krishna. Om Sarva Papa Haram Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Dattam Grihan Parameshwaram Shri Krishna Bhagavan Achmanyam Samarpayami. We now offer Dakshina. If you've prepared the Dakshina, you can offer it. Om Nakapal Supal Maulave Vanditangre Yugala Prabhu Hari Dakshinang Prare Shri Krishna Bhagavan Danam Dakshinaye Samarpayami. Bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. So at this time, devotees, before we engage in our mantra jap havan, we join our voices as we sing praises to Gajanana Swami. Very beautiful kirtan. Pranavasvarupa Pahi Gajanana Vignanasha Vinayaka Pranavasvarupa Pahi Gajanana Ekadanta He Gunavanta Vignanasha विनायका
एकदन्ता हे गुणवन्ता वेदनाशा विनायका
प्रणवास्वरूपा पाहि गजानन विघ्ननाशा विनायका
प्रणवास्वरूपा पाहि गजानन विघ्ननाशा विनायका
मूषकवाहन सिन्दूरवदना विघ्ननाशा विनायका मूषकवाहन
सिन्दूरवदना विघ्ननाशा विनायका
महादेव शिव शम्भो नन्दन 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 विघ्ननाशा विनायका
प्रणवास्वरूपा पाहि गजानन विघ्ननाशा विनायका प्रणवास्वरूपा
पाहि गजानन विघ्ननाशा विनायका
एकदन्ता हे गुणवन्ता विघ्ननाशा विनायका
एकदन्ता हे गुणवन्ता विघ्ननाशा विनायका
मूषकवाहन सिन्दूरवदना विघ्ननाशा विनायका
मूषकवाहन सिन्दूरवदना विघ्ननाशा विनायका
महादेव शिव शम्भो नन्दन विघ्ननाशा विनायका
महादेव शिव शम्भो नन्दन विघ्ननाशा विनायका
प्रणवास्वरूपा पाहि गजानन विघ्ननाशा विनायका
प्रणवास्वरूपा पाहि गजानन विघ्ननाशा विनायका
गजानना हे गजानना गजानना हे गजानना गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना गजानना हे गजानना
गजानना हे गजानना हे गजानना
प्रणवास्वरूपा पाहि गजानन विघ्ननाश विनायका। बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। So at this time, devotees, we will be engaging in our mantra jap havan. So those who are performing havan at home, we ignite our fires now as we chant this mantra. Om bhurabhuvasvaha, Om bhurabhuvasvaha, dhayuriva bhumna prithvi vavarimna, tasya asti prithvi devaya janim, prishti aganim manadam manadayadadhe. Boliye Shri Agni Devata ki jai. Pass the water around the fire 3 times. Om Mandakinyastu Yadavari Sarva Papaharam Shubham Tariram Kalpitam Devam Samyagya Achmanyatvam Tvaya Shri Agni Devata Achmanyam Samarpayami. We begin making our offerings now, the recitation of Swaha. Offer small amounts and all of us repeat Swaha together. Om Shri Ganesh Devatabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha Swaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gauri Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Shankar Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Agni Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Mahalakshmi Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Mahavishnu Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Narayanaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Surya Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Chandra Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Mangal Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Buddha Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Brihaspati Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Shukra Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Shani Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Rahu Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Ketu Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Pranaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Apanaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Samanaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Indraya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Udanikaya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Ishta Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Kul Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Sthan Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Gram Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Mata Pita Charan Kamle Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Panchpal Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Dasdikpal Devta Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Adi Shakti Durga Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Arundhati Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Bhadrakali Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Santoshini Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Rudrani Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Brahmani Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Parameshwari Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Ambike Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Chandike Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Aim Saraswati Mataye Namaha Swaha. Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Krishna Bhagavan Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Shri Hanumate Devata Bhyo Namaha Swaha. We all join together as we chant Brahm Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhemahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhemahi धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा महामृत्युंजय मंत्र ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनाम् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् स्वाहा ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनाम् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् स्वाहा ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनाम् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात् स्वाहा. We all chant together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 27 times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. 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 Om Shri Sarvadevata Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sarvadevata Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sarvadevata Devyo Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Final offering. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Puranat Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Boli Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Pass the water around the fire. Om Sarva Papaharam Devam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Dattam Grihana Parameshwaram. Shri Agni Devta Achmanyam Samarpayami. Bolo Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki Jai. Alright, so at this time, devotees, we'll have 3 short kirtans, Sira, Devesh, and Srupta, after which we'll engage in our discourse for this morning.
दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे माँ।
माँ जय जय अम्बे माँ।
दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय जय अम्बे माँ।
दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय जय अम्बे माँ।
काली कपालिनी माँ,
काली कपालिनी माँ
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल हृदय विहारी
गोविंदा गोपाल हृदय विहारी
गोविंदा गोपाल हृदय विहारी
गोविंदा गोपाल हृदय विहारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
नंद के बाला नवनीत चोरा
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 हृदय विहारी बराचित चोरा
हृदय विहारी बराचित चोरा
हृदय विहारी बराचित चोरा
हृदय विहारी बराचित चोरा
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल हृदय विहारी
गोविंदा गोपाल हृदय विहारी
गोविंदा गोपाल हृदय विहारी
गोविंदा गोपाल हृदय विहारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
नंद के बाला नवनीत चोरा
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 हृदय विहारी बराचित चोरा
हृदय विहारी बराचित चोरा
हृदय विहारी बराचित चोरा
हृदय विहारी बराचित चोरा
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
गोविंदा गोपाल प्रभु गिरिधारी
प्रभु गिरिधारी
प्रभु गिरिधारी
प्रभु गिरिधारी प्रभु गिरिधारी
सत्यनारायण गोविंद माधवा हरे नारायण गोविंद केशवा
सत्यनारायण गोविन्द माधवा हरि नारायण गोविन्द केशवा
सत्यनारायण गोविंद माधवा
केशवा
हरे नारायण गोविंद केशवा
हरि नारायण गोविंद केशवा
हरे नारायण गोविंद केशवा
हरि नारायण गोविंद केशवा
बोलिए श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय। बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। This morning, devotees, as we prepare ourselves to engage in discourse from Sri Ramcharitamanus, I ask that we all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow heads. With our eyes closed, devotees, we can envision the very beautiful form Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Shri Ram. We try to clear our minds, we cleanse our minds of all other thoughts, placing our focus wholly and solely at the feet of the Lord as we chant unto Him these beautiful shlokas. Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramchandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namah. नीलां भुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागं पाणौमः सायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्। हे राम पुरुषोत्तम नरहरि नारायण केशव गोविंदा गरुड़ध्वज गुणनिधि दामोदर माधव। हे कृष्णा कमलापति यदुपति सीतापति श्रीपते वैकुंठ आदिपते चराचरपते लक्ष्मीपते पाहि माम्। आदौ रामतपोवनादिगमनं हत्वा मृगं काञ्चनं वैदेहीहरणं जटायुमरणं सुग्रीव संभाषणं बाली निग्रहणं समुद्रतरणं लंकापुरी दाहनं पश्चात् रावण कुंभकर्ण हननम् एताधि रामायणम्। कंदर्प अगणित अमित छबिना नील नीरद सुंदरम पतपीतमान तरित रुचि शुचि नामि जनक सुतावरम श्रीराम 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 इति बरते तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम इति बरते तुलसीदास शंकर मम हृदय कंज निवास कर मम हृदय कंज निवास कर कामारि धन दल गंजनम श्रीराम श्रीराम कृपाल भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणं नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणं श्रीराम श्रीराम बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Devotees, this morning we continue our katha where Kakbhusundaji is speaking to Garuda, and last week we spoke about how Kakbhusundaji was affected by delusion. And he also explained to us differences between Paramatma and Jivatma. The Supreme Atma, the Supreme Soul, and the individual soul. We are Jivatma. The Lord is called Paramatma. And this morning we go on to say, listen to what Kakbhusundaji continues to say to Garudaji in this doha. रामचंद्र के भजन बिनु जो चाह पद निर्वाण, जो चाह पद निर्वाण। ज्ञानवांत अति सो नर, पशु दिन पूज विषान सियापति रामचंद्र जी की जय। Very beautifully, Kakbasundar ji is saying here, Ramchandra ke bhajan binu. So binu, another form of bina. Bina means without. Ramchandra ke bhajan. Without worshipping of Sri Ram. Without worshipping the feet of Prabhu Sri Ram, jo chah pad nirvana. That person who looks forward to nirvana, moksha, salvation, liberation, that person who looks for salvation but does not worship the feet of Bhagwan, Ramchandra ke bhajan abhinu, without chanting the praises, the bhajan, the praises of the Lord, devotees. What Kakbasundar ji says, Gyanvant api so nara. He says, no matter how knowledgeable, how much gyan they have, how much knowledge they have, devotees. Kakbasundar ji, this is his words. Pashu bin poocha bishan. He says, a very special kind of animal. Special, very special kind of animal that doesn't have horn and doesn't have tail. Boli Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai. Kind of animal is that? Doesn't have horn, doesn't have tail. Kakbasundar ji is saying this. That if we want liberation, we want salvation, but we don't worship Bhagwan, we don't chant the bhajan, we don't sing the praises of Bhagwan, devotees, then we are a very special type of animal. No matter how much knowledge we attain, no matter how much knowledge we have, everybody knowledgeable these days, everybody have knowledge these days, and putting it all over social media, confusing the masses. Confusing the masses. What they call them now? Google Baba. Google Baba. Whatever we want to know, ask Google. Google will tell us. Anything about Vedas, Google knows. Google probably listening to me right now. Through YouTube and Facebook and whatnot. That's okay. But everybody going Googling this, that, the other thing. No one is doing proper research. Who is doing the proper research now to find out exactly what it is? But we depend upon Google Baba. Google Baba give us all the answers. So everybody is knowledgeable, everybody posting on the internet these days. Who's checking to verify? Who's looking? Who's making sure about the truth of this information, devotees? But it's all there. It's all there for us, devotees. Here, Kakbasundar ji from the pages of Sri Ramcharita-manas is saying that those who look for salvation, liberation, but does not chant the praises of Bhagwan, devotees, says they are a very special animal indeed, no matter how much knowledge they have. Bhajan tells us, devotees, very beautifully. एक बार भजन कर ले, मुक्ति का यतन कर ले. एक बार, that one time, devotees, we sing that bhajan, and we sing that bhajan properly. Mukti ka yatan kar le, then that leads us to the salvation. Leads us to liberation, devotees. एक बार भजन कर ले, मुक्ति का यतन कर ले. एक बार भजन कर ले, मुक्ति का यतन. छूट जाएंगे जन्म मरण, छूट जाएंगे जन्म मरण, प्रभु का स्मरण कर ले. एक बार भजन कर ले, मुक्ति का यतन कर ले. एक बार भजन कर ले
मुक्ति का यतन कर ले
Bhajan is telling us, chut jayenge janma maran. If we want to exit, we want to escape this janma maran cycle, birth and death cycle, devotees, what we have to do? Prabhu ka smaran kadale. That we must remember our Prabhu. Remember our Lord devotees. ये मानस का शोला हर बार नहीं मिलता जो गिर गए डाली से वो फूल नहीं खिलता मौका है जीवन का मौका है जीवन का गुलजार शमन कर ले एक बार भजन कर ले मुक्ति का यतन छूट जाएंगे जन्म मरण छूट जाएंगे प्रभु का स्मरण कर ले एक बार भजन कर ले
मुक्ति का यतन कर
तो जन्म जन्म प्राणी सुख पानी को तरसे गर सुमिरन कर ले तू दिन रात कृपा बरसे क्या जग में तेरा है क्या जग में तेरा है प्रभु को अर्पण कर ले एक बार भजन कर ले मुक्ति का यतन छूट जाएंगे जन्म मरण छूट जाएंगे प्रभु का स्मरण कर ले एक बार भजन कर ले मुक्ति का यतन कर ले एक बार भजन कर ले मुक्ति का यतन कर ले बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय devotees all it takes is one time one time where we sing that bhajan with that ultimate amount of dedication 100% dedication to the feet of Bhagwan and devotees we taste that bliss we taste that anand that comes from gaining that grace and blessings of Bhagwan says tu janam janam prani sukapani ko tarse that life after life devotees we get this form this human form or whatever form whether a cat dog frog doesn't matter they all looking for one thing they all looking for happiness isn't it doesn't matter you think the cat doesn't want to be happy all life forms, they all want to be happy. So life after life, we're looking for happiness. But we ask ourselves, how successful are we? So, Kalb Sundaji is reminding us, we want liberation, we want mukti, we want salvation. Then chant the bhajans. Sing the bhajans. Make the time to do your worship. Make the time. Many times you tell people, why you don't do your puja? Why you don't do your prayer? Oh, Baba, too busy. I'm too busy. I'm too busy with, this, that, the other thing. Life is about a balance. We have to balance our lives. Right? All cannot be on one side and none on one side. Right? We are not material beings having a spiritual experience. It's the other way around. We are spiritual beings having a material experience. So which one should we pay more attention to? That's the one that we're having the experience, or the one who we truly are? Which one should we pay more attention to? We think about this, devotees. But when you tell a devotee, how come I don't see you in the mandir? Oh, Baba, I don't have time. I don't have time. This is what happens, devotees, I always say this, and I don't make any reservations or apologies for saying it, but we make time for what we think is important in our lives. We make the time. If we don't think it's important, then we won't make that time. We'll find something else to do with that time. So devotees, we have to look at ourselves, ask ourselves, what do we think is important? What do we believe is important in our lives? And if we believe running after the house and the car and the nice fancy clothes and the jewelry and so on, if that is important to us, then so be it. So be it, that's fine. But if we believe, devotees, that our spirituality is important, then we must make time. We must make time for this. This is very important. And Kak Busundaji goes on to say, let us hear in Doha. राकापति पुरस वही तारागण समुदाय रामा तारागण समुदाय सकल गिरिन दवलाइया बिनु रव रात्रि न जाय रामा बिनु रवि रात्रि न जाय सिया वर रामचंद्र पद जय शरण शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम. Kagbusundji goes on to say, Rakapati Poras Uhi Tara Gan Samudai. That Chandra Devta, the planet moon, can rise with all his magnificence, with all the brightness, you see the full moon and the brightness of the full moon. We see that moon rise, devotees. And Sakala Girinha, Davalaya, that you can light all the forests on the mountains, the various mountains in this entire earth. Kalbusundaji says, Binu Rava Ratri na Jai, that without the rising of Surya Narayana Swami, without the rising of the sun, devotees, Ratri na Jai, that the night will never go. No matter what else, other kind of light we have. Can have the most powerful LED lights. Light it up. Ratri na Jai. The night will not go until Surya Narayana Swami comes. In the same way, he's saying, Ramachandra ke bhajana binu. Without the bhajan of the Lord, without worshipping the Lord, don't expect to get that salvation. Don't expect to get that liberation, devotees. Right? Just as when the sun comes up, then the night goes. That's the only way the night will go. How will we get that salvation? Do that worship. Sing the bhajan, do the praises of the Lord. Otherwise, that night of ignorance will never leave us, devotees. Then he goes on to say, let us hear in Chaupai. Sri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Sri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Sri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
ऐसे ही बेनु हरि भजन खगेसा मितई न जीवन कर कलेशा श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
हरि सेवक ही ना व्याप अवेद्या श्री राम जय राम
Jai Jai Rama.
प्रभु प्रेरित व्याप तेहि वेद्या श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम बोलो रघुपति राघव राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम Kagbasunda ji goes on to say, ऐसे ही बेनु हरि भजन कगे सा मितइन जीवन के कलेशा. So just like the night depends upon the rising sun to leave, just like this, we the Jivatma, we the individual souls, we cannot be rid of our suffering, we cannot be rid of our ignorance without Hari Bhajan, without worshipping Bhagwan. Devotees, what other knowledge do we need to have? What other knowledge do we need to have? Hari Bhajan is what will cross us this Bhavsagar, this ocean of mundane existence. Are not chanting for any other purpose, devotees, other than to serve Bhagwan. Other than to serve Bhagwan. When we chant our bhajans, it shouldn't be, I wonder who say you're singing it good. Doesn't matter how much people say you're singing it good, there are people who say you're singing it good. So that shouldn't be the purpose. We should not sing bhajan for any other purpose other than to serve Bhagwan. This is what is meant for. These days, devotees, Kali Yuga is very rampant, dominant in our society. People take in bhajan, make in all kind of different songs, all kind of different style, performance with it. All kind of different styles, devotees. Singing it for money, making what they call chutney music. Chutney used to be something to eat. But now they take in bhajan and singing chutney style. What a mockery we are making of our Bhagwan. What a mockery we are doing, devotees. We have to be careful. We have to be careful. When we sing our bhajan, devotees, we sing it in the most pure way, in the most dedicated way to the feet of Bhagwan. The only purpose is to please that Bhagwan. Make sure that he is very happy with what we sing and how we approach him. We sing on to that, Lord. Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira, Ramchandra Raghubira,
Ramchandra Ranadhira,
Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira, Ramchandra
Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira,
Ramchandra Raghurama, Ramchandra Paramdhama,
Ramchandra Raghurama, Ramchandra Paramdhama,
Ramchandra Raghurama, Ramchandra Paramdhama,
Ramchandra Raghurama, Ramchandra Paramdhama,
Ramchandra Mama Bandho, Ramchandra Daya Sindho,
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 Ramchandra Raghunatha, Ramchandra Paramnatha,
Ramchandra Raghunatha, Ramchandra Paramnatha,
Ramchandra Raghunatha, Ramchandra Paramnatha,
Ramchandra Raghunatha, Ramchandra Paramnatha.
Please, when we sing our bhajan, we sing our very simple praises like this. We look for that connection between us and our Bhagwan, between us and our Lord devotees. We say Ramchandra Raghubira. We think of that Maryana Purushottam, that Prabhu Shri Ram. We close our eyes, devotees, and we feel that presence of that Lord very close to us, accepting this praise, uplifting us in our lives, devotees. Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira, bolo.
Ramchandra Raghubira, Ramchandra Ranadhira,
Ramchandra Mama Bandho, Ramchandra Daya Sindho,
Ramchandra Mama Bandho, Ramchandra Daya Sindho,
Ramchandra Raghurama, Ramchandra Paramdhama, Ramchandra Raghurama,
Ramchandra Paramdhama,
Ramchandra Raghunatha, Ramchandra Paramnatha, Ramchandra
Raghunatha, Ramchandra Paramnatha,
Ranadhira Raghubira, Ranadhira
Raghubira,
Mama Bandho Daya Sindho,
Bandho Daya Sindho,
Raghurama Paramdhama,
Raghurama Paramdhama,
Raghunatha Paramnatha,
Raghunatha Paramnatha,
Jai Rama Shri Rama,
Jai Rama Shri Rama,
Ramchandra Raghubira, Shri Ram Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Devotees, when we put out that effort and that energy at the feet of Bhagavan, devotees, that upliftment will come. That blessing and benefits will come to us in our lives. This is what we need, isn't it? Isn't this what we need in our lives? We go out and we work hard, devotees, yes. Nobody's saying no. We go out, we work hard in this world to achieve, some little material comforts. Nobody say no for that. We have to do that. But devotees, as I said, that balance is important. He says, Kagu Sundaji is saying that we cannot get rid of this ignorance, this suffering, devotees, without Hari Bhajan. Without Hari Bhajan. Without worshipping Bhagwan. He says, Hari Sevakahina Vyapa Vidya. Ignorance does not affect a servant of Bhagwan. Boli Shri Ram Chandra ki Jai. Once we are under the protection of Bhagwan, this avidya cannot affect us. Ignorance will not affect us, devotees. We will not become fooled by those things that present to us a very appealing picture. Something that's very appealing to us. But when we go and grab it, it's just like the insect. And they gravitate towards the light. Back in the day when we used to have the flambeau and we used to have the lamps and we used to have candles, not everybody had electricity. And you see all the insects going around it because they attracted to that light. But when they go too close, what happened? They destroy themselves. They destroy themselves. And this is what happens in the world today, devotees. We go towards what appeals. It appeals to us, bright lights, very appealing, very beautiful. And when we get too close to the devotees, we destroy ourselves. We destroy ourselves, not realizing out of the ignorance in our minds that we should stay far. We should stay far from that which appeals to the mind and the senses, devotees, because we get too involved into it. What happens? We get destroyed. We get destroyed. So he says, Hari Sevakahina Vyapa Avidya, that the servant of Bhagwan is not affected by avidya. Prabhu Prerit Vyapai Tehi Vidya. Because that knowledge which is directed to the servant is what is sent by Bhagwan himself. It means, devotees, whatever the servant of Bhagwan does, it is through Bhagwan's grace. Whatever we do, if we take this book and we place it somewhere, it is true to Bhagwan's grace, through Bhagwan's direction. Whatever we do in our life becomes through Bhagwan's direction. Then how can we go wrong? We ask this question all the time. How can we go wrong if Bhagwan is directing our every move? If Bhagwan is directing our every thought, our every word, how can we go wrong, devotees? Will we say the wrong things? Will we think the wrong things? Will we do the wrong things? No. So therefore, devotees, the lesson to be learned from Kagu Sundaji, what he's trying to teach us today, is come under the protection of Bhagwan, chant the bhajan, do the worship of Bhagwan. I tell devotees all the time when I perform puja for them, right? It's very nice that, devotees have that ambition and that thought, take that initiative. I want to do puja at my home. Very, very good. I'm not discounting this at all. It's very good. But I always tell devotees, what you do every day trumps that one time that you do puja. That one time that we do puja is not making up for anything else. That is simply an elaborate way of performing worship to Bhagwan. But what we do every day, in our lives, we spend that 15, 20 minutes each and every day. If you add it up, devotees, 15, 20 minutes a day, multiply. times 365 days in the year. Right? Think of the time now that we are dedicating back to Bhagwan. That can never be replaced by doing an annual puja. He said when you perform that puja, you are enhancing what you are doing each and every day, your nitya karma, your everyday activities. We must find that time, devotees. We must find that time. And Kalbu Sundarji goes on to say, let us hear this last chopai that we'll do this morning. ताते नाशना होई दास कर भेद भगति बारे विहंग बर श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम
ब्रह्म ते चकित राम मोहि देखा बिहासे सो सुनो शरीत विशेषा बोलो श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
Kalbu Sundarji goes on to say, Tate nashana hoi das kar. That the das or the servant of the Lord is not destroyed. His life is not destroyed because of ignorance. Or her life is not destroyed because of ignorance. That person who becomes a das, that person who becomes a servant of the Lord, their life is not destroyed by ignorance. Bhed bhagati barai bihangabar. He says that the bhakti, the devotion in their hearts, devotees, grows even stronger under the influence of illusion. Boli Shri Ram Chandra Bhagavan ki jai, because they understand, devotees, where is the illusion coming from. In the lives of many people, illusion brings confusion. Illusion brings confusion. In the life of a devotee, illusion brings devotion. Difference. We have to understand, if the illusion brings confusion to us, it means that we are not doing Ram Bhajan. We are not worshipping the Lord enough. If what happens in this world affects us to such an extent, devotees, that we are confused, we are sad, we are depressed because of the things that happen in this world, bring confusion in our lives. Those who are dasya, those who are servants of Bhagwan, that illusion brings stronger devotion to them, because they recognize where that illusion is coming from. Devotees. Brahmate chakit Ram mohi dekha. Devotees, when Prabhu Shri Ram saw this confusion on the face of Kalbu Sundarji, Devotees, what happened? Bihase so suno, charita bisesha. Devotees, Prabhu Shri Ram laughed. He laughed. He laughed when he saw the confusion on the face of Kagbhusundaji. And he says, Kagbhusundaji is saying to Garudaji, now hear this wonderful charit. Listen to this wonderful katha as well. O Garudaji. Boli Shri Raja Ramchandra Bhagavan ki jai. So next week's katha we will begin listening to what Kagbhusundaji says further in our katha. So at this time, devotees, we'll engage in our final arti. So those who are performing arti at home, please go to your altar, perform your arti there. Those of us who are here at the mandir, we can prepare some extra thalis, but we all stand in reverence to Prabhu as we engage in his arti. Om Sajang Chavarti Sanyuktam Vahanina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihan Devesh Trailokyam Timirapaham Arati Shri Ramayan Ji Ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya Piti Arati Shri Ramayan Ji Ki
Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya Piti
Gavat Brahma Dika Muni Narad Valmiki Vijnana Visharad Shuk Sankar Shesha Aurusharad Barani Pavan Sut Kirati Reki Arati Shri Ramayan Ji Ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya Piti
Arati Shri Ramayan Ji Ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya Piti
गावत वेद पुराण अष्टदश शाहो शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस मुनि जन धन संतान को सरबस सार अंश सम्मत सब हे Arati Shri Ramayan Ji Ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya Piti
Arati Shri Ramayan Ji Ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Siya Piti
गावत संतत शंभो भवानी औरुघत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि बरज बखानी कागभुसुंदि गरुड़ के कीरति श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की
कलिमल हरानी विषय रस फीके सुभग श्रृंगार मुक्ति जुवती के दलन रोग मोरियमी के तात मात सब विधि तुलसी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की
कीरति कलित ललित सियपी
कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम।
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम।
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम।
ओम श्री राम जय
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम।
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम।
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम जय
जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम।
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। At this time, devotees, those who have flowers, please take a flower in your hand. We all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads. As we engage in our final prarthana to end this morning's devotion, humbly praying and asking choices, grace and blessings of Bhagwan to be upon this morning upon Uncle Sahadev, who has taken this opportunity to sponsor our service, and his family, to our principal devotee, to all who have participated in person, those who have joined us virtually as well. We ask that blessings of Bhagwan to be with us, to give us that guidance, and may that illusion never affect us in our lives in a negative way. We all pray together, devotees. Hari Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं यत् पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे। ॐ अवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजं चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वरम्। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। हे सर्वशक्तिमान सच्चिदानंद निराकार निर्विकार सर्वधार सर्वेश्वर सर्वव्यापक अंतर्यामी अजर अमर नित्य पवित्र सृष्टि कर्ता को बारंबार नमस्कार है। हे परमात्मा भविष्य वर्तमान दुखियों का कष्ट हरण करके सुबुद्धि को प्रकाश करके जिससे सबका मंगल हो। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। We join in this final praise to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे। गोविंद हरे
गोपाल हरे जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे। गोविंद
हरे गोपाल हरे जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे
जय राम हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे।
जय राम हरे जय कृष्ण हरे।
जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे।
जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे। गोविंद हरे
गोपाल हरे जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे।
जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे। जय जय प्रभु दीन दयाल हरे। बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। ओरेसा जगन्नाथ की जय। बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय। सियापति रामचंद्र की जय। बोलो सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। जय जय सीताराम। आसन लीजिए। प्लीज हैव योर सीट्स डिवोटीज। This morning, please bear with me. We have a few devotees who celebrated birthdays in the past week. So, I told somebody to write it down for me because, as you get older, you tend to forget. So I hope I don't forget anybody. So Mr. Vidya Dindyal, he celebrated his birthday in the past week. Vidya Ragbir also, and Rajesh Gobardhan. And today happens to be Auntie Indra's birthday. So, did I miss anybody? That's all? If I did miss anybody, please forgive me and accept our birthday greetings this week. It's a very beautiful bhajan. I'm trying to find this bhajan, so I'll sing at least one verse for those who are celebrating their birthdays. So maybe Bhagwan doesn't want me to sing that one, so we'll sing something else. It's a very beautiful bhajan that reminds us of the beautiful activities of Sri Krishna. We pray and ask that Sri Krishna continues to bless the lives of all of the devotees who are celebrating auspicious occasions by continuing to grace them and charm them with that melodious flute, that bansuri that he plays. वो काला एक बांसुरी वाला, वो काला एक बांसुरी वाला, सुध बिसरा गए मोरी रे, सुध बिसरा गए मोरी, वो काला एक
बांसुरी वाला,
वो काला एक बांसुरी वाला, सुध बिसरा गए मोरी रे,
सुध बिसरा गए मोरी,
माखन चोर जो नंद किशोर वो, माखन चोर जो
नंद किशोर वो.
Sri Krishna is known as Makhan Chor, that one who steals the makhan, the butter. He says, Kar gayo man ki chori re. Oh Lord, we want you to steal away our minds, steal away our hearts, O Prabhu. Kar gayo re, kar gayo man ki chori re, sud bisra gaye mori. वो काला एक बांसुरी वाला, वो काला एक
बांसुरी वाला.
चुप गयो फिर एक तान सुना के, चुप गयो फिर एक तान सुना के, कहा गयो एक बाण चला के, गोकुल ढूंढा मैंने मथुरा ढूंढी, गोकुल ढूंढा मैंने मथुरा ढूंढी, कोई नगरिया चोरी रे, सुध बिसरा गए मोरी, बांसुरी वाला। बोली श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। May the blessings of Shri Krishna Bhagwan be upon all of those who are celebrating auspicious, wonderful occasions in your life. Happy birthday, anniversary, whatever it is that you're celebrating. May the blessings of the Lord be upon each and every one. So devotees, please note tomorrow is Kartik Purnima. Kartik Purnima is a very auspicious Purnima, full moon in our calendar. That's very auspicious day to worship Ganga Mata, to worship Satyanarayana Swami, Mahavishnu Bhagwan. So let us find the time tomorrow, devotees, to pay some obeisance worship to Ganga Mata and also Satyanarayana Swami. And then on Friday, the 11th, we have to remember, it's Remembrance Day, no, but it's also, yes, it's Remembrance Day, but also Shri Ganesh Chaturthi. So remember, it's Shri Ganesh Chaturthi. So along with all those who have made the sacrifices, wonderful for us to enjoy the life that we are enjoying today, we also remember Lord Ganesh on Friday and come out to the mandir and take part in Lord Ganesha Puja. And as we move forward, devotees, we are now going into a different month after tomorrow. And in the month of December, we are looking forward to our Gita Jayanti celebrations, Mokshada Ekadashi. So, continue to join with us and, also come out to the mandir as we continue our devotions at the feet of the Lord. So until Friday evening at 7? Friday evening at 7 p.m. Jai Jai Sitaram.